backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Pickett sets up play action.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bengals open the lead up to 34-0. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First down, here's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Ja'Marr Chase
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Bengals have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're going to run this with a tight end. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Pickett.
On the right right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Pickett now on 1st down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First and 10, here's Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
This will be caught at the 2. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Off play action, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Pickett. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it was.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. He's at the 50. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here we go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
From the 27, Pickett. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case,
and that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Completes it to Austin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And my goodness, another interception. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has